Business correspondent Marley Caden is here in our newsroom. So Marley, break down these numbers for us.
Yes, Nicole, prices rose for the 7th straight month in March, pushing inflation to a level not seen since December of 1981. The CPI measures the cost of things the average American buys, ranging from dairy products to plane tickets to unleaded gas. CPI yearly inflation hit 8.5% in March, up from 7.9% in February. Prices for gas, food, and housing, those are considered necessary rather than discretionary spending, drove last month's increases. For the 12 months ending in March, gas prices are up a staggering 48%. Grocery prices jumped 10%, marking the biggest year-over-year increase since 1981. Housing costs soared 5%. That's the highest in more than 30 years. This report also includes month-to-month changes. From February to March, nearly every category of goods and services got more expensive. Gas jumped 18.3%. Grocery costs jumped 1.5% for the fastest monthly gain since the early days of the pandemic, when we saw a mad dash for everything on the shelves. Economists had hoped that the pandemic price hikes of the past month would begin to slow as the year went on. But Russia's war on Ukraine pushed energy and food prices higher. Gas prices jumped 72 cents in the first 2 weeks of March, before the national average for a gallon of regular gas hit a record high of $4.33. Today, it's at $4.10. The last time we saw inflation numbers this high, Nicole, the nation was in a recession, trying to tame double-digit inflation. The big concern now is that inflation at this level could force the Federal Reserve to raise its rates far more aggressively in the coming months. If the Fed raises them by too much or does it too quickly, it could trigger a recession. Nicole?
Well, Marley, I'd like to talk about the stock market because this morning, the consumer price index comes out. We get those numbers, inflation at its highest point in 40 years. I immediately thought I would see everything in the red. And for quite a while, things were still green. I was a little confused.
I think we jumped right into the green because investors were hoping we've hit a peak here. I think they're hoping this is the highest it's going to be. We're not going to go any higher than this. But as they sort of took in that information, we are seeing a little bit more room for movement here. And we really have to wait until the Fed's next meeting in May until anybody can make that sort of level of prediction.
All right, Marley Caden breaking it down for us. Thank you for that.